update our investigation into the death of the Guazarano family out in Fenton Township. On February 21st at 1:59 p.m., a 911 call came in from a sister of the deceased husband, stating that a family of 6 had been overcome by carbon monoxide and they were dead. At 2:05 p.m., the first office from Linden Police Department and the Sheriff's Office checked on scene and confirmed that all parties inside the house were dead, which included the 28-year-old father, the 30-year-old mother, the 11-year-old son, a 9-year-old son, 7-year-old daughter, and a 2-year-old son. The officers arriving secured the scene. The Fenton Township Fire Chief and his department responded at the home. They proceeded to ventilate it in order to remove the toxic fumes, which took approximately 1.5 hours. Once the house was deemed safe from the toxic fumes, sheriff's investigators proceeded and processed the entire home and found the following. In the basement was a 10,000 BTU generator hooked to a 40 propane tank, which is believed to be the source of the monoxide. Next to the generator was found the deceased father. As investigators continued through the house, on the main floor in the family room was found the 9-year-old male. Further searching of the house on the same floor in the master bathroom was found the 7-year-old female. As investigators continued to the second floor, the 11-year-old male was found in the bedroom. And a final search revealed the 30-year-old mother and 2-year-old son died in the baby's bedroom. Experts from the Consumers Energy and Propane Energy Hotline, as well as DM Burr Heating and Cooling, provided expert opinions, as well as confirmation of the utilities, which include natural gas, electrical, the furnace, propane tank, and the electrical box. Further investigation revealed that the family had just returned on Friday, February 19th, from their home church in Linden after a family movie night, only to discover, because of a storm that blew through town and caused a power failure. The father made contact with neighbors and was advised that he was going to hook up a generator. And we obtained a receipt from Home Depot, where the father was at Home Depot and purchased some equipment at 10:06 p.m. And that is the last contact that we have with the family. Currently, the medical examiner and the sheriff are performing the autopsies on all 6 victims to confirm the cause and manner of death, as well as the sheriff's liaison to the family, assisting in the preparation of 6 funerals and 6 burial sites. It is clear, and the family asked me to say this, and I said it yesterday, and it doesn't appear in the media, but I think I want to honor the family. It is clear, based on the family and the love that they showed, that this tragedy is hoped to be used to glorify the Lord, as well as educate the public, so this never happens again. I also want to thank Fire Chief Ryan Voles, the Fenton Township Fire Chief, and his firefighters, who really did an outstanding job for us yesterday very, very, very helpful in the investigation with the generator and the propane tank. They made entry and ventilated the house as well. I also want to talk a little bit about the tragedy itself. It's very, very difficult for police officers, and many times they get a great deal of criticism, you know, for mistakes that they might make or a mistake they make here or there. But very, very difficult for police officers to go into a home like that and find bodies strewn throughout the house, particularly when they're young children. And I know that after I talked to the media last night, I went into the house, and you know, it was just it's just horrific. It's something that you just don't forget. And last week, my deputies, they went to the little 5-month-old baby that burnt up in his bassinet and saw that. I mean, it is just, you know, horrifying experiences that police deal with, and no matter how battle-toughened you are, and no matter how many investigations you do, things like this just, they shake you. And I could tell you that the deputies that were involved in this investigation, just as they were with the little 5-month-old, are very affected by it. I also asked the family, and I thought it might be helpful to everyone, and I'll hold it up, and I'll give each and every one of you, but this is the family. And you can see, you know, the ages ranging from 2 to 11, and it looks like a fairly recent photo of the family. And I'll give each and every one of you a copy of that so that, you know, you might be able to show, you know, what the family looked like. I also want to mention and encourage you, if you would, on my way home from work today, I am going to buy a monoxide detector. And I'm encouraging everyone out there who listens to this newscast, if you don't have a monoxide detector, stop on your way home. I'll probably see you at Lowe's or Home Depot, because I'm getting one too. And also, you know, be very, very careful with generators. Generators do not belong in the home. They're usually outside a garage, and there's a certain prescription that you follow. And we'd encourage all of the people that use generators and propane tanks to, you know, practice the safety of it. This is just a reminder to everyone.